At another kindergarten in Victoria, a local council has come under fire for a pamphlet promoting this kindergarten. On the pamphlet, proudly on the front was displayed the Pride flag, the Indigenous flag, the Torres Strait Island flag, but notably missing was the Australian flag. One ratepayer said, now it appears the council's kindergarten acknowledges the gay, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities, as evidenced by eliminating the Australian flag, which represents all of us, from the official paperwork. Does that mean the rest of us are exempt from rates? I mean, I think that's a pretty fair question. I understand presenting other symbols under certain circumstances, but removing the Australian flag seems like a deliberate political point to, I don't know, erase our national identity.
It would seem fairly deliberate. It's the council's job to collect rubbish, not distribute it. The mayor, Anthony Marsh, he said he was appalled by this brochure and he's investigating, and maybe he is. I'll take him at his word. However, he has previously made a big deal about the fact that the council is flying the Pride flag out front of the chambers for International Day Against Homophobia and every other sort of phobia. So he's certainly committed to pushing those sorts of agendas. Back in 2023, there's an interesting incident at this very council where a female council member objected to the fact that they were flying a Pride flag, and she was sent for personal development and banned from speaking to other council staff until she had finished that re-education. So, you know, the mayor says, he's appalled and he's investigating. But this is a council that has been pushing the LGBTQ agenda. And if you want to push the agenda, that's fine. The issue is council members are paid by ratepayers to do the normal sorts of things that councils would do, not to push different ideologies, and certainly not on 3- and 4-year-olds. And I would say this, if Anthony Marsh, the mayor, is appalled by this brochure that's gone out on the council dime and he's investigating to find out how it happened, will we ever be made aware of who did this and who was promoting this to kindy kids?
Well, I should hope so. I do find it curious that you say councils are meant to collect rubbish, not distribute it. I would say councils are probably some of the greatest distributors of rubbish in this country. And to be fair to the council, and I mean the elected members of the council, none of them would have had any idea that this leaflet was being put together. It's been done by a staff member who's obviously got some responsibility for the kindergarten, and then when the elected members have been made aware of it, the mayor has come out and said he will do something about it. So good on him, and let's hope all of that is done. But I can't get my head around why exactly those flags were there in the first place. Any of them, to be perfectly honest. I mean, if you're selling a kindergarten or places in the kindergarten, I mean, I'm not looking at the front of it, not that I have children, but if I were in that position, I wouldn't be looking at the front of the leaflet for the kindergarten going, where's the flag? I can only send my kid here if it's got a flag on the front. I mean, I want to open the thing up and find out that they're going to do a good job for my kid. I don't particularly give a toss about any flags. So you then have to say, OK, if you've made a conscious decision to put some flags on the front, you must have done it for a reason. You've not put the Australian flag there, so, you know, we'll read into that whatever you want. But you have deliberately put the Pride flag, the Aboriginal flag and the Torres Strait Islander flag. So is the suggestion that we are an inclusive place and we are inclusive of LGBTIQA plus and Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people? They're 3- to 5-year-olds. I mean, it's not relevant. It's completely irrelevant. Certainly on the point of the Pride flag, it's completely irrelevant because they're 3 to 5 years old. Is it a message that that's what we're going to teach them about? I don't know. Perhaps it expands upon that. But if the purpose of having the Aboriginal and the Torres Strait Islander flag is to say that we are accepting and tolerant of Indigenous people, where's the Indian flag and the Pakistani flag and the Sri Lankan flag and the Bangladeshi flag and the Argentinian flag? I mean, is this to say that this kindergarten is exclusive of Argentinian children, that it will discriminate against them if their parents dare to enrol them there? what is the point of the flags being there in the first place? That's the bit I would like to understand, unless they're trying to make some weird political point. But again, what's it got to do with 3 to 5 year olds?
And having listened to you speak there, maybe we should be thanking whoever designed this brochure for designing it in the way they did, because it's an alert to all parents. If you send your kid to a kindy in the Mornington Peninsula, this is the kind of stuff they're going to think is appropriate for 3 to 4 year olds.